are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. It's Barnes, it's Tony, it's Michael, it's Manny.
Manny Daddy.
First time we've said that.
I would say the Sports Port. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot to go over, lots of ground to cover.
Yeah.
But one thing that we actually, it seems like it was so long ago just because it happened yesterday, but we haven't got to talk about it on the show. Baseball's back.
Oh, that's right, dude. Yeah, 162 this season. Love to see it. Jackie Robinson Day. Let's go. I'm fucking pumped, bro. I'm so happy it happened.
Yankees April 7th. Are the
Correct.
Mets the 7th as well, or are they the 8th?
Yeah, they're the 7th.
Thursday or Friday?
Yeah.
And are they a home or away?
They're away.
Where are they playing?
Good question, dude. I think they may be in Washington, maybe.
In Washington. Okay. Yeah, Yankees hosting the Red
It's either
Sox.
Washington's or Phillies.
So obviously that's a good place to start. But just nice that the lockout's finally over. But we were talking about it before the show. I still can't believe no one signed. I guess that one guy on the Cardinals, he was in Japan. His career is 6. That doesn't count. So I guess guys are kind of just shopping around, seeing what the most amount of money they can get.
Yeah, it seems like it, dude. Which I guess I'm sure we said yesterday that maybe by this afternoon we have some big name drops, but I guess not. So Monday.
Yeah, I hope. I mean, it's got to be something, you know. Do you know? I think games by, I mean Monday or no, or that's too soon.
No, I think that's too soon.
Probably sometime next week, I would imagine.
It's funny. I was looking. I guess maybe they didn't update the schedule because they still all say canceled.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I think that's just maybe they didn't update it.
But I love the the April 7th start. Instead of because they were talking about the 15th, so. Get that weekend, and then they can filter in the other games. And then what did you make of, I don't know if you saw this, so not this season, but the following season, they're going to do a format where you play every single team in the league once.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I love those like out of division games and stuff like that, out of league games. I mean, we talked about that, I think, this past season, and it's a good idea, dude.
So I guess what it would be then is your non-divisional opponents in the American League, you're only going to play once. Because it used to always be a home and away situation.
Right.
And that's how you get the one series with all the National League teams.
Yeah.
American League. Yeah. And it's funny too. Like, so does that mean like, even though not really, but you think about it just because of like the rule changes and the pitcher batting and stuff. So it's like, it feels like interleague play isn't even interleague play. I know it technically is, but like that's what the first thing that always came to my mind is that one team's gonna have to either play with a DH,
right?
Not have a DH, they're not used to it, but now everybody's going under the same rules.
Yeah, which honestly, I'm all for that.
Yeah,
I mean, universal DH is what you want.
And I know it's not gonna happen. It's all about tradition, but you think about it geographically. I mean, the Yankees and the Mets should actually be in the same division,
right? But that's not gonna happen.
It's not.
Yeah, no.
But.
It'd be pretty dope, dude.
Yeah, it really would. Imagine they played 19 times this season.
Oh my god! But then you never get the Subway Series, World Series.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and then it takes away a little juice.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it does.
So nothing just as of yet, and I was just seeing too. I guess they were saying the Yankees, their preference at first is Olsen. But they don't like the high package that they're looking for. So that's why they're exploring Freeman as an option as well. And I think Rizzo, is a fallback. And, of course, they always could go Luke Voit at first. But I think they're just concerned about not having a defensive-minded first baseman.
Right. Yeah, obviously, I mean, your first baseman, obviously, you want to be defensive-minded. But what are they like? What's the deal with Olsen? They're not.
I think they want Volpe, and they're not going to give him Volpe. But I was thinking about this to myself this morning. So I would say I would go Clark Schmidt, Peraza, the other shortstop.
Yeah.
And then probably Luis Heel and like one other, maybe Florial. I mean, that's kind of giving them a ton, no?
Yeah, I would say so. It should be interesting to see, I guess. I mean, if they're stuck on getting Volpe, though, I mean, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, then it's just not going to happen. But
Do you think Olsen at this point might be off the table?
not off the table. It just depends if Oakland's going to push down their demands. But I think he's heavily sought after throughout other teams in the
Olsen
league.
is, yeah. So,
so I think someone else will pick him up. But
Mhm.
it's tough for me to say. I guess and then I'm thinking about Judge's contract because they're talking about Freeman.
Mhm.
So kind of, I don't know. It's like, do you put LeMahieu at first?
It's not a terrible thing, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not, I guess, like the best defensive first baseman.
But he's like better than Voit.
Yeah.
And Voit could still play first. Glaber at second.
Mhm.
And then I guess Gio at third. And
Right.
then bring up Volpe or Peraza when they're ready. And then I think, in the interim, if you could get Trevor Story on a 1-year deal, but just some type of, because I just, you want to give those guys the best chance to succeed. And it's kind of funny too, just because of like the long off season, the lockout. Like I kind of forget the Yankees have Joey Gallo.
I know, right? And it's like,
because you're
what do
thinking
you do with him?
I guess he's gonna probably play to the left and then Stanton DH, but then they'll rotate. And then he could always play first too.
Mhm.
And then supposedly, I mean, Hicks, I guess his numbers weren't that great in winter ball, but he's
Right.
healthy. What are your expectations for him this season, Hicks?
For Hicks,
Coming off the injury,
I would hope, honestly, my one thing is to be healthy. I think is my biggest thing for him. Obviously, he struggled with injuries before. You're paying him a lot of money to essentially not play because of those injuries. So it's like, as long as you can field him, I'm pretty happy.
I just hope his arm strength is still the same because he always had a really good arm,
Mhm.
tons of range in center field. And I feel like it's a case where if that defense is there, we'll take even 235 with 20 homers. But
Yeah.
if he's making those diving plays in
Mhm.
the outfield, I think it's all worth it instead of having Brett Gardner back there. I saw
Is he a free agent?
He is a free agent. And I saw something within the last couple of weeks, him saying plans on continuing his career, preferences to play his whole career at the Yankees, but will look elsewhere if that opportunity is not available. Please, dear God, will that opportunity not be available?
I know, but I feel like the Yankees will give him something.
I think the Mets will end up signing him if they don't. So
Really?
I hope
It'd be pretty dope.
you would not be pumped.
I would be that pumped, but it'd be pretty awesome if you did really well.
No, I mean, we should just do a sign and trade Conforto for Gardy.
No, I wouldn't do that, dude.
Where are you with Conforto though? Any party you want to bring him back, or you think he just?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you think of the guy. I mean, homegrown Met. Came
Right.
up, had some good years with the Mets, had some bad years. Definitely progressed in terms of his play. Of course, obviously this past season, up until the end, pretty much struggled. The bulk of the season. I don't know. I feel like he can have a bounce back here.
But you don't want to invest multiple years in him.
I mean, I don't know exactly what he's asking for, but I'll give him a 3-year contract.
Okay, but
See where he's at.
But he probably wants
Like
75, 80 million.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's interesting. I mean, I think he's a good outfielder, dude. I mean, he's made some impressive plays, diving catches, good arm, and of course, he was good for every so often. A pretty clutch hit. When his bat was hot and everything. So, I mean, it's a little tough to see him go.
Yeah,
especially a guy who's as passionate as him to be, to want to play for the Mets. I mean,
and you think he definitely wants to come back?
Yeah.
So, be interesting to see. I know we were saying the Yankees have checked in on him, and then it also says I guess the Mets have been gauging JD Davis's trade market. Cubs, Red Sox, Twins, and A's interested in it as well. And then they're also looking about possibly moving McNeil and Smith.
Right.
What do you think about those trio of guys? Like, who would you like to keep? Who do you want to send out?
I would be probably the first guy there would be Smith.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, obviously very interesting player. I mean, obviously, he was a first baseman, originally started playing over Pete Alonso, right? But then, came up off the bench, had a nice bat, terrible outfielder.
Mm-hmm.
Just not good defensive outfielder. He's pretty slow off the ball. So, I mean, I'd like to see him go. I don't know how much, what exactly we'd be getting for him, who's interested in Smith exactly. And probably JD Davis, obviously, too. McNeil is interesting just because of his dynamic at this point. With
his
Lindor.
close relationship with Lindor.
Very close relationship. with Francisco Lindor. I'm interested. I mean, look, I love McNeil. I talk about a passionate guy for the game, and he is really good. He's a good middle infielder. He's got a quick bat, but it's just a matter of obviously the team culture is what I'd be worried about there. What exactly? I mean, is his relation? I mean, did they crush the beef with Lindor? Like, what were we talking?
Buck can't mend all fences.
Yeah. I think it's a tough one to mend, dude. So we'll see. I mean, if he has to go, he's got to go. I mean, you're not going to get rid of Lindor,
yeah,
and you're not going to put Lindor in a tough spot of not wanting to play with someone, especially if McNeil's playing second and Lindor's playing short. I mean, that's supposed to be a pretty tight relationship there.
Yeah, that's true. So we'll see about that, and then a lot of buzz about Correa possibly to the Cubs. As they kind of go through a rebuild here, and I think 27 years old, but probably will take a 10-year contract. But I think if you're going to invest, I mean, shortstop is a very important position.
Of course,
I think he's one of the top fielding at his position in the league. Bat wise, though, he's kind of had some up and down seasons when it comes to power, average. I mean, do you think it falls somewhere in the middle? Like, what type of projections do you have for him? The next 4 or 5 years.
I would say he stays pretty consistently average in terms of his bat. I mean, I think throughout his career, his defense was his kind of biggest thing.
Yeah.
Which I really don't see dropping off anytime soon. Like you said, he's 27.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. And like you said, I think his bat will remain kind of up and down,
like a 275, 25 home runs type of thing. But I don't think he'll ever get to like the 35, 40 level.
No.
Like that. But a great player.
Is Rizzo going back to the Cubs? What's the deal with Rizzo?
There was some buzz there, and I think the Yankees are still in play as well.
Right.
So I think it's just a lot of teams are kind of waiting for the dominoes to fall.
Right.
But I feel like it's like you want to be ahead of those. Make your own dominoes.
Yeah, exactly. Give him an offer to see what he does.
Yeah.
Because I would like to keep Rizzo in the Yankees if I was a Yankee fan.
Yeah. But he's one. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a little like. Just too tight, but for some reason with him, I don't know. Like I feel like the Anthony Rizzo that was on the Cubs team that won the World Series, it seems like he's not that guy. Maybe he can still field pretty good, but I just feel like the power isn't there. The average isn't as high. I mean, I know he loves the game. He's a good clubhouse guy, but I mean, is he, gonna give them? Can he be a starting first baseman on a team that wins the World Series?
I know it's tough. I think it could be. Again, you mentioned that that World Series Cubs team. I mean, none of them seemingly are the same as what they were that year, which is pretty crazy. From Baez to Bryant.
Bryant's probably the best one.
Kimbrel.
I mean, I guess Baez did have a good year last year.
Yeah,
Bryant had struggled for a couple of years, but with the Giants especially, I think he did pretty well.
Yeah, so it's very interesting to see when we talk about that Cubs team from that year. But I think Rizzo has the chance to bounce back. Like you said, he has the best attitude you can have approaching the game. And again, he's good at first base in terms of the defense, and I think his bat will come around.
Yeah.
I don't think 1 year with the Yankees is like enough.
True. So I guess, and I think, I don't think you'd have to go longer than 2 years.
No.
Yeah. I don't really want to either. But especially a 1-year deal, I would be in favor of. The Olsen trade can't work out.
But then I still feel like for the Yankees, there's just like so many people at first base.
Yeah, but I think let's keep Voit at DH.
Right.
And then actually, I guess Gallo could play center as well, rotate. So maybe they could kind of like rotate times between everyone. And I think Stanton and Judge to an extent, they want to keep fresh, so they'll be off days. So there's really there's a lot of bats.
Do you really think they're going to pursue Freeman?
I think he wants 6 years. I don't know, and he's 32
because he turned down the Braves 5-year deal
5
because it was only 5 years. So
I think the Dodgers are going to get him.
Yeah, I could see that
because just the Yankees, that Judge contract coming up. I don't know. Freeman with a big bloated contract. I don't know if it makes sense.
Who's the Dodgers first baseman? Is it Turner
or Muncy?
Muncy, right? Muncy, yeah. He's gonna be with them for a while now.
He's already like 32 because he came up late. Justin Turner, I think, is almost 37. He's getting old, but yet his production's already there. So kind of a question mark about how they want to rebuild things too. So going to be awesome just to get baseball back on the field. And I'm just so glad there's no uncertainty. got the full 162. And then the no runner on second,
That's
the no
dope.
7-inning double. I mean, good stuff like this has not happened for baseball.
The 9-inning doubleheaders, is that for all doubleheaders or
all
just
doubleheaders?
It is for all doubleheaders. Okay, that's fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah, and you know what's funny too? This guy Sean Marash on the Fan, he did like they call it the Odyssey Sport Minute. Odyssey being the parent company of WFAN, and he's trying to say that baseball took a step backward by eliminating the ghost runner on second. Are you kidding?
I mean, he's an idiot, dude. And it's funny because, like, I mean, I guess to people's point as to speeding up the game, I suppose the ghost runner did that. But I mean,
not organic enough.
No, yeah, it's interesting. I guess it's not organic enough. Yeah, I guess you're right. But I wasn't a fan of it. But it's interesting because people like you were saying, you want to speed up the game. I mean, do you think extra innings ghost runner is a good idea to speed up the game?
I just think that's the one thing you don't do because it's like, a team can win a game in extra innings without getting hit.
Right.
Like earn your way on.
Right.
Don't just be handed, especially in run. Like maybe it could have been on first, but like I don't know. I just like it a lot better this way. So
yeah, I agree.
It'll be fun getting back to the 18-inning, 19-inning.
I know, dude. It's gonna be sweet.
Their fielders, coming in the pitch. That'll be great. So we'll keep an eye out on the baseball news, and then I just wanted to touch on we had talked about Providence and UConn in action yesterday in the Big East tournament. Both teams get the job done. So just taking a look at the finals here, Providence had the early game 65-61 over Butler. Couple big shots late to pull ahead there, so they move on. They're going to be taking on Creighton today, a team that they actually beat. I think it was the 2015 Big East Championship. So kind of cool there that they get another shot at that. And I think, Butler, a team, that came into the game, 4 under 500, they're going to have to play better. Creighton's won over 20 games this year. But you look at them yesterday, Watson led the way, 26.7 boards. Expect him to have another big night. Tonight, they're playing 6:30, and as I told you yesterday, yours truly will be there in the stands rooting.
That's gonna be dope.
Gotta ask you though, even if I don't want to hear it, I just want to know: are they getting the job done against Creighton?
Yeah, dude.
Easily,
yeah.
All right.
With you there too.
Yeah, good riddance.
Yeah.
Good riddance, of course. And then UConn had a lot easier time with Seton Hall. Up 11 at the half, end up winning by 10, 62-52. They're led by Martin, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. So UConn makes its way to the semifinal. They're going to take on Villanova. So that should be a great game. That one's at 9 o'clock. So I'm looking forward to watching that one as well.
Right.
Kind of cool getting the 2 games with 1 ticket.
Yeah, good for you, dude. That's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
Is it me or do those scores seem a little low?
Yeah. Once you get into it, and especially NCAA tournament Final Four, because they play in bigger venues and stuff, so the shooting is off. The guys aren't used to like the surroundings and stuff. So you notice this tournament time. There's some more defense. So yeah, they'll take on Villanova, who actually 10 minutes left in the second half, trailed by 17. To the Johnnies, Tony.
Wow.
To the Johnnies.
That's too bad.
And they lose by 1 point. St. John's. The heartbreak continues.
Oh, that is tough, dude.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
You think that'll help recruiting or really?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
So tough one there, but I can't wait. Villanova, UConn. I mean, that's old Big East. UConn. Fairly recently returning to the Big East. So it's nice to see them, match up in a big game against Villanova. And then you think about the original teams in the Big East. We have 3 of the 4 left, Creighton, the only one that, joined later on, of course. So we could be in for a classic final, whether it's Providence, UConn, Providence, Villanova. I mean, really, really should be a good one. And it's just nice to see the Big East kind of back to where it used to be or close to anyway.
Yeah. How's Villanova?
Villanova 8th in the country, 24-7. UConn 20th in the country, 23-8. Villanova 16-4 in the Big East. UConn 13-6. So a lot of good teams here.
Yeah, dude. Are you pumped?
So pumped.
Where are you sitting?
I think it's section 207.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So look out for me. FS1. I'm expecting to see Raftery, Gus Johnson in the crowd.
Yeah.
Announcing the
dude.
game. Let's go.
She's trying to get on the court.
Yeah. Maybe
Shut it
they'll give
down,
me like a $100,000 half court shot or
Yeah,
something.
that'd be dope. Do they do those during March Madness at all? Or no?
You know, it's tough. I'm trying to think. Yeah, other than that, actually, no. A couple years ago, I went to like the first round of the Big East, like the lower teams, but I don't remember them doing that. But who
That's
knows?
too bad.
Maybe.
Yeah, I would relish to see you there, dude.
Exactly, bro.
Think you make
Exactly.
it?
Half court shot. I would give myself a 20% chance, and I know probably anybody else would say 5%. 2%.
I feel like 20%.
Because I've always had a nice where you
Right.
go off that one leg.
That one leg and
Yeah,
up.
yeah. No, I running into it.
20% is still pretty low.
What's your percentage from half court?
Me, I give myself like a 38% chance.
38%.
Yeah,
Nice, dude.
I don't do the one step. I do the from over here, you know. And
yeah, like a javelin toss.
Yeah, exactly, dude. That's worked well for me in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before we get to our favorite topic, of course, the NHL, just wanted to give a little update here on the Players Championship weather. A big problem to start.
Really?
We were delayed yesterday.
Where are we?
So where is the tournament?
Yeah.
Ponte Verde, Florida.
Okay.
So right now, the second round actually hasn't even started. I'm trying to see. Oh, actually, yeah. People actually haven't even finished their first round because there was rain yesterday. Rain today. So I would imagine, part of this tournament anyway is going to need to finish on Monday. But right now, as we currently stand, we got Tommy Fleetwood, Tom Hoagie, and Bryce Garnett all tied at 600 par, but Garnett only threw 13 holes. And then you go further down the leaderboard, Berger at 5 under, Neiman at 5 under, Dustin Johnson at 4 under, Harold Varner the third at 3 under, Luis Oosthuizen at 3 under. So of course, like we spoke about, Koepka, Schauffele at 3 under as well, Jason Day. Tons of big names in this tournament. So hopefully the weather clears up.
Yeah.
I think, you play in Florida. That's the risk you always get. There's just a ton of rain in Florida, despite the favorable, temperatures.
Right. And I don't expect the scorecard to change, as the weather kind of, I guess, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, but one way or another.
What's the weather report, dude?
That actually, now you're making me do a little homework here. But...
Yeah, why not? On the spot homework. Barnes loves homework.
Dude, isn't it so much fun?
Yeah.
Let's see. Ponte Verde. Oh, of course, now it doesn't come up. Ponte? Is it Ponte Verde?
Oh, my goodness.
Do we need to get Tony on it? Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Okay, so it looks like there's going to be thunderstorms at least 90% through 4 o'clock. Jesus. Tomorrow, 100% chance of rain. So basically, maybe a Tuesday finish, which 90% chance of rain as well. So Sunday and Monday, look for them to try to get some heavy lifting and get this tournament played.
What happens if it just keeps going?
Keep going
until it's done, really, literally.
But I think they end up forcing it, they're basically playing in a downpour just to get the tournament. And you can't cancel. I mean, a $20 million purse. I mean, you're not canceling the tournament.
Of course not.
That's what we got to deal with, though, right?
Interesting to see what happens.
And speaking of seeing what happens, Tony, I did not like seeing what happened yesterday in hockey. I mean, obviously last night we were watching that end of that Red Wings Wild game.
That was dope.
You slid in there
in the shootout, baby.
Going 3-0 yesterday. Virtue of, you had them, you had the Panthers, you had the Jets. Mm-hmm. Me, on the other hand, despite, hitting with the Bruins, lost the Maple Leafs and the Golden Knights. So once again, we find ourselves all knotted up 17-15 through 32 picks as that April 1st game, Rangers Islanders, lingers. And while that is all in good fun, what's not fun is the Rangers falling 6-2 to the Blues. Shesterkin being pulled for Georgiev. I should never have to say those words in my
Oh
life.
my God, relax.
Give me something. I want a full analysis here.
All right, listen, like goalie gets pulled during a game isn't necessarily about how bad the goalie is doing. It's just when you're a goalie and you let up that amount of shots, that amount of goals. I think he was pulled after giving up 4.
4 is like the average goal giving up 7.
Right, exactly. And it's like it was 3 in the first.
3 in the first is crazy.
And it was like 2 within a minute too.
Yeah.
So it was quick for him, right? And of course, at that point as a goaltender, as a coach, you're thinking your attendee is a little riled, a little shook for giving up those amount of goals, and just based on statistics alone, you want to get someone else in there because you're only halfway through the game, at that point. And it's funny, Gallant stood by Shesterkin. I don't know if you saw what he said
after the game.
Yeah, he was pretty much ripping the Rangers defense.
Yeah. And did you I don't know, from what you could tell, do you think that played a big part in it, or still a decent amount of it's on Shesterkin?
Yeah, no, there were a couple goals there that Shesterkin had no chance at all. It was just bad defense, bad turnovers, defensemen, leaving their man completely just out in the open, the ability to get a pass to him and be right in front of the net. There's not much you can do as a goalie at that point. You can't be everywhere all over the ice at once. But I like to see Gallant. Look, he said Shesterkin's a big reason why they're at where they are right now. They have one of the best they have like the least amount of goals in the league, and they have not such a great offense. They're in the spot they're in the standings because of Shesterkin. And Gallant stood by him, which was great to see. Leading up until this game, Shesterkin led the league in like goals against average, saves, save percentage, expected saves, shutouts. He's been, like I said, a big reason why they're here right now. And he even knocked them because they did a terrible job against Minnesota as well prior to their loss to Minnesota a few days ago. They're not playing at the level they should be. And I definitely appreciate Gerard kind of holding them accountable to their actions, which is what you want to see from a coach. I'm sure they had a very nice, stern talking to after the game. And yeah, again, giving up 6 goals, only getting 2 goals, one of which you had to be on the man. Actually, both of them on the power play. So both of them, you can only score when you have a man advantage. That's not good. Their regular 5-on-5 play was sloppy. They were unable to kind of set up their offense and get shots on goal. 29 shots on net, which is even for the Rangers pretty low. So, and of course, St. Louis is really nothing to sneeze at. You have a lot of good players there between Barbashev, Buchnevich is on the team, O'Reilly, David Perron. These are talented veteran players who have been to Stanley Cups before. So it's like you can't be sleeping on the Blues.
No, you can't. And I think they just caught him at the wrong time. I think the Blues had lost 4 in a row coming into the game, so obviously that didn't bode well for their chances. But to complete this 3-game or 4-game road trip, which they're 1-2 on so far, Dallas Saturday. Not that Dallas is one of the better teams in the league. However, at home, they actually have been. So kind of, despite, even if they were to lose another couple in a row, still going to be fine for the playoffs. But just as far as morale and kind of just getting back on the right track here, kind of a decent amount of pressure on them going into this game on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And like you said, Dallas, they're like 27-1 at home. So they do a phenomenal job at home, 32-21-3 overall record, which just goes to show, like, obviously the majority of their wins, most of their wins are at home. They do really well when they're in Dallas. And again, it's another team that you can't really sleep on. A lot of good veteran players who have been in Stanley Cup championships, who have won cups, who've been in the league a while, and who could take advantage of a team that isn't exactly executing as well as they should be.
Yeah. So, I hope just combined offensively and defensively, they get that straightened out. And I think that'll be a tight, close game. But obviously, they have the pieces there to win that one. Despite Dallas' strong record. So
yeah, so come down to the defense. Honestly, they let up 11 goals in 2 games. Yeah, that is a lot of goals in 2 games, dude. You can't be giving up 6 or 5 goals to Dallas and expect to get a W. The Rangers just don't have that offense.
11 goals in 2 games. What about 14 goals in 2 games for the Arizona Coyotes?
That is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on in Phoenix. Maybe, they heard you picked against them and they really wanted to win. I don't know, dude. It's crazy.
Maple Leafs, though?
I guess the Maple Leafs. I know. It's crazy, dude. And I don't know if I said that. That might be a little bit of a sleeper there. But regardless, dude, I mean, Phoenix, they have a little fire under their ass right now. Their offense is unbelievable these past 2 games. It's crazy.
It really is. So who knows? I mean, maybe this will bode well for them going into next year. Obviously
Maybe.
not gonna do anything this year, but kind of just running down the rest of the scores. I mean, mentioned the Bruins. They do squeak it out there, 4-3 over the Blackhawks, but win's a win. They've played it well home at this year. Really, like, besides the Maple Leafs loss, I mean, the Golden Knights, after falling to the Flyers to lose 3-1 to Buffalo, that really popped off the page. But
I know
when you have a lack of offense, I mean, how are you going to win?
Yeah, they didn't score till the 3rd period. Eichel was really nowhere to be found for most of the game. Definitely didn't, hit that stride we were thinking of being back in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Which is tough, dude.
Really is. And then possible Stanley Cup Finals match. We saw Hurricanes 2-0 over the Avalanche. So I think second straight loss for Colorado as they've started to lose a few here, but still 41-13-5. Get the losses out before the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Right.
I think they'll just be fine. Preds at home, 4-1 over the Ducks. Not too much of a surprise there.
Yeah.
Lightning lose another one. I mean, the Flames, another team that's great at home, 4-1. And then the Kings losing 4-3 to the Sharks. Overtime.
In overtime.
That
dude.
one hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I could imagine so. I mean, again, it's so tough in overtime, dude. Literally anything could happen. I mean, talk about a level playing field. No matter the drop-off in skill for any team. Which is crazy to kind of see that. And, the Lightning, I guess, having maybe an unfortunate go at it. I mean, of course, they play the Flames. You saw Gaudreau with a hat trick. Sometimes, a player just takes command of a game like that. Gaudreau was all over the ice the whole game. And you got to mention for the Hurricanes, dude, of course, dude, crazy game with Avalanche Hurricanes. Only 2 goals in the 3rd period. That was it. But Antti Raanta for Carolina, former New York Ranger goalie. Looking real nice for the dude. They traded him just because it was backup. That was like their thing for a while. Same thing they did with Cam Talbot.
What was it like back in like 2015? They traded him like a while ago or not?
Maybe like 2016, 2017, around then, because he was after Talbot.
Before Georgiev,
yeah.
Hats off to him, right?
Yeah, no, you gotta appreciate it. I think he was with Arizona for a little while too, like in like a bad spot, and to kind of see him kind of come up again and being back up for Carolina. I mean, that's a good spot for him, getting a shutout too. I mean, I think he has like a 2.3 goals against average so far this season.
Great.
Yeah, it is great.
I don't know if I'm pushing this or not, but just kind of thinking rule change, analogy. So what we've seen happen in baseball, removing that ghost runner.
Right.
Any chance hockey goes back to the old ways with the overtime or no? Regular 5-on-5?
I don't think so, honestly. I think a lot of people like the 3-on-3.
Would you prefer, though, 5-on-5?
Absolutely.
Add another 5 minutes and then do the shootout. So go 10-minute overtime period.
Right. Yeah, I'd be for that.
Yeah.
And then regular season, just do the 1 overtime period shootout, like it was.
Yeah. These leagues, man.
I know, it's tough, dude. And especially now, I mean, when you think about it, like we'd say it every day. I feel like it's a tight race right now in both conferences. You know? So it's like, it comes down to the last few games of the season. They're going to be playoff-esque.
Yeah,
and go into overtime. You're playing 3-on-3 hockey in a playoff setting game.
And you'd hate for games that, you lost in a shootout to cost you for playoff positioning, playoff spots. And I know there's been a couple games this year. The Rangers have lost in, I think one of them was actually to Detroit, 9 legs of a shootout.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember. I think they scored once the first or whatever it was. But those ones, you really don't want to see. But I guess come playoff time, there is no shootout, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Just overtime for life.
But what have you seen in the recent years? I mean, how long has it stretched? Have you seen triple, quad overtime?
Yeah, I would say. I think last season there was like a couple games back to back in the same series that were triple overtime.
Triple OT.
Yeah.
And I mean, was it tough for you
To watch?
Yeah.
No. It's fucking awesome.
So what the hell?
Yeah. I mean, I see what they're saying during the regular season, where it's like you don't want to see a triple overtime game in the regular season. But again, I mean, that 1 5-on-5 OT period shootout, totally acceptable.
But though in the playoffs, it's still the 5-minute overtime periods.
No, 20s.
Oh,
They do full periods.
20s,
so like triple overtime,
and there was triple. So there was 6 periods.
Yeah, it was pretty much you're playing 2 games.
Was everyone like on the ground at the end of the game?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. People are falling
How does
around
no
and
one
shit.
score though?
Dude, sometimes it doesn't happen.
Wait, and then the OT is no 3-on-3?
No, it's 5-on-5.
See, like I feel like that just shows that's the way hockey's meant to be played.
Exactly. No, it does. You're totally right. But it's just, unfortunately, I guess,
The gimmicks
they
these
wanted to do in
days.
baseball is speed up some of those games. Because hockey's another sport like baseball. It doesn't exactly have the popularity I suppose it should. And I guess maybe the length is one of them in terms of those overtimes. But I mean,
The regular games, I mean, they're a lot shorter than baseball.
I know, way shorter, and everything's so much faster pace and everything.
Yeah.
But I think another big thing, people just can't follow the puck. Can't sit
Yeah.
there. And it's also unlike baseball. Like when you're watching hockey, anything could happen at the whole time. So like those 60 minutes you're watching the game. Like nothing, you can't do anything else.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
No, you're right. You're right. But hey, we deal with what we have, and what we have tonight. 4-game slate here. As always, we'll give you the first pick, and like I had said previously, both now knotted up 17 and 15, 2 apiece. What do you got?
So it's very nerve-wracking getting these picks. Hi, Mom.
Hello.
Happy Friday, Mom.
We get a drum roll, please.
Oh, for me? Oh gosh, dude.
I'm curious.
Fuck. I'm curious myself, dude. Do I go with the Capitals again? I mean, they're bound to win at some point. Am I right?
Right.
Right. Yeah, that's what Brian wants to see me burn and die. All right, dude. Yeah, give me the Caps tonight.
Caps.
They're at home. They're not at home. They're visiting Vancouver. Vancouver hasn't had the best at home record. They're 13-10-3 at home. They've kind of struggled here and there. They're a 3-game winning streak right now, which I feel like, the Caps kind of turn around. Tough loss a few days ago to Edmonton. I think they lost 4-3. Again, like Oshie had those 2 goals, that goal in the last second. Dude, I feel like Oshie's going to come out again. Give me 2 goals and an assist by TJ Oshie.
2 goals and an assist.
2 goals and an assist. Yeah, dude. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Give me Ovechkin, 4 assists.
I thought you were going to say 4 goals.
Caps win it 4-1 in Vancouver tonight.
Wow.
10 p.m. ESPN Plus.
10 p.m. ESPN
Underdog.
Plus. I'm looking at a game that's 7 p.m. ESPN Plus, and team that, while back-to-back shootout game, you think a little tired, but you're playing an inferior opponent in the Columbus Blue Jackets. Give me the Minnesota Wild here, minus 200 favorites. You look at the record on the road, 17-13-2. And you look at in goal, you think on a back-to-back here they go Kekkonen, is it? The backup goalie for Talbot.
Oh, Kekkonen? Yeah, I think so, dude.
12-7 in his starts this season. Actually, a better save and goals against. So I don't think that'll hurt him. And I think it's all about is it Kaprizov? Kaprizov setting the tone. 43 assists this season. So just getting his teammates involved. But I think Minnesota's a lot better. Doesn't matter about the tender. Give me the Wild here, 5-2.
Wow, dude. Liz is with me. She says you have the moves. Oh, thank you, Liz. Liz was at the wedding.
Understood.
She did appreciate my dance moves at the time. I got pretty good dance moves.
Yeah, honestly, at least someone appreciated it.
Yeah, I know. At least
Twinkle
someone
toes.
did. No one else did. Thank you, Liz. All right, my next game, also 7 p.m. Wow, go figure. NHL Network. We're going to be in Pittsburgh tonight. Golden Knights are visiting. You know I'm going to pick, Barnes?
Yeah.
Who am I going to pick?
Just tell me. I'm already writing it down.
Oh, okay. I am picking the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Wow, I
tonight,
had Golden
dude.
Knights written out.
Yeah,
Did you
I knew
see it
you
honestly?
did.
Did you see it honestly on the screen?
Yeah, I did. I saw it.
Okay,
I was looking in your eyes.
Yeah.
So
Your eyes.
in your eyes. Last time these two teams played, Pittsburgh had a very good offensive game. They won 5-3. The Golden Knights, don't do very well at home, away rather. Penguins 15-9-5 at home. Crosby has had 6 goals in his past 10 games. I would expect him to come out as well as Scoot Snell, who's I think leading the team in points. How many points does he have? He has 58 points, 28 goals, 30 assists. So he's all over the ice, man. He's shooting, he's passing, looks very well. I know, of course, the Knights have Marshall, and of course, you got to put Eichel in there, but Eichel's still, I don't think he's going to be coming around quite yet. I'm going to say Penguins win in a similar fashion, if not the same fashion as the last game they played, the Golden Knights, 5-3.
Okay.
So that leaves you.
Leaves me. And it's a battle of two teams who both played last night. And I'm going to go with the team that I felt had the more impressive win.
Right.
The New York Islanders, winning 6-0 last night against Columbus. They host them again. Is that kind of odd? Double
makeup game.
But being that they're playing a team from the West, but it's a makeup game and they're just saying, it doesn't matter. They're going to play.
They're already there.
Yeah. Okay. So kind of an odd situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think, at this point in the year, the Islanders, obviously a lot of expectations after their big year last year. Very disappointing, first year at RBS. Back there again tonight. So I think they're riled for the home crowd. I would hope Sorokin gets the start because you look at the difference in record, 19-12 with him, with Varlamov, 3-12-1. So looking to avoid that. But I think Brock Nelson, I think Barzal have big games as the Islanders defeat the Jets 6-3 and move one game under 500.
Wow.
So late season
Going
push.
with the Islanders, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if I picked them all year.
I don't think so. You haven't picked the Jets all year, I don't think either.
No. Not doing that.
Jets are pretty hot right now.
It's just one of those things. It's like not wild to watch them. No, it's like watching the Senators.
It's like watching the New York Jets.
The paint dry. But yeah,
I'm pumped, dude. We had another, honestly, good slate of picks, I feel.
Good slate of picks. And
could go any way, dude.
I'm forgetting. What you've mentioned this before. I know the way I said that was kind of funny, but you were mentioning you wanted to go weekend picks.
Yeah, do you want to do weekend picks?
So how do we structure it?
Do you want to just pick a game from Saturday, a game from Sunday?
Yeah, or two. How many games are there?
There's a lot of games tomorrow.
So why don't you do 2 and 2 again?
So
Sunday is probably smaller. Actually, no. We have big slates on both nights.
Why don't you do 2 and 2?
We do 2 and 2. Holy shit!
Wow,
okay. So technically 6 picks.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
This is nuts.
Nuts, dude. We're geting crazy.
Someone might have a 6-game lead.
I know it's crazy.
Someone might go 0-6.
I might go 0-6.
I probably will go 0-6. I think since this is bonus, I think for a change, maybe I should go first, right?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, dude. Obviously, you have a game in mind right now that you want to take.
Actually, I didn't even look at the schedule.
There's a couple good favorites here, dude.
But just taking a look here.
Just taking a look.
Just
taking a look.
Yeah. Hurricanes over the Flyers.
Wow.
I just don't even want to hear it. There's nothing I even need to say. 7-2. That's it. Enough.
All right. I'm going to go with Barnes' new favorite team. I'm going to pick the Bruins over the Coyotes tonight. Saturday night, rather. Coyotes not scoring 8-9 goals again against the Bruins. No way, no how. Give me the Bruins 4-0.
Bruins 4-0. My pick number 2 here. I am.
It's tough, dude. Sharks, Kings again?
I'm gonna take the Lightning over the Oilers. Lightning have looked awful, but Oilers, good place to go. Despite McDavid, despite Draisaitl, despite Kane. I'm gonna say Lightning 3-1. One of those games that the Oilers don't score.
Yep. Okay, yeah, I can see that. I'm surprised you're going against the Oilers, dude.
I know I don't usually, but also they've disappointed me this season.
All right, I'm gonna go back to my Canadiens, dude.
Wow.
Yes, hell yes. They're playing the Kraken.
Yes, hell yes.
And they're in Montreal, dude. It's St. Louis all day long, off the bench, in the bench, around the bench. Give me the Canadiens 1-0.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting way to put it.
You didn't like
no, I didn't really. Honestly.
Nah, just go to.
It was like a Will Ferrell movie,
Dude.
or a Colin Farrell.
Oh my gosh! Did you pick 2 already?
I did pick 2 for
Let's
Saturday.
go to Sunday.
We're going to Sunday.
We're going to Sunday,
Everyone's
dude.
all tight.
Go ahead,
You're
bro.
picking
Let's go.
Colony.
Oh.
I'm gonna take the Maple Leafs over the Sabres. I don't care what happened with the Sabres yesterday in the Knights. Doesn't matter. Maple Leafs 5-2.
Fool you once, Barnes. Shame on you. Shame on me. Fool you twice.
I guess.
All right, dude. Wow, dude. There's a lot of interesting games here on Sunday. A lot of late games, I feel like, for a Sunday. There's only 2 early games. Everything else is like 7, 10 o'clock. All right. Give me. Wow, dude. Avalanche at home against Calgary. Not losing twice in a row. No way.
You mean 3 times?
3 times in a row. Well, to Calgary.
Calgary.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I mean, you didn't specify to Calgary, so that's why I thought you meant.
But that was
general.
implied, Barnes. I mean, you knew what I meant. Did you know what I meant?
I swear I thought you just meant because they lost last night. I didn't think.
Oh.
Yeah. But fair point.
Yeah, dude. No way. Give me Avalanche. This one's gonna have mad offense. 6-5.
And speaking of mad offense, no team has scored more than the Florida Panthers this year. Visiting the LA Kings, who like to lose to the Sharks, so why would they beat the Panthers? I think they're not as good as their record says, and especially playing a team like Florida. Huberdeau, I could see having 6 assists, honestly. As the Panthers trounce the Kings, I think Quick gets pulled midway through the second. Give me Panthers 8, Kings 3. They go empty net at the end of the game and put another one in.
Wow. Empty net of the game, put another one in. I like it, dude. For my final game, we're going for another 7 o'clock ESPN Plus game in St. Louis. Winnipeg will be visiting. Barnes, who am I picking?
You're obviously going with the Blues. Nah, you want the Jets.
No, I want the Blues, baby.
Okay.
Biddington, shutout, 3-0.
I feel like he's so bad, no?
He's not terrible. I mean, he's got a pretty bad record, I suppose. 13-12. He's got 2 shutouts on the year, 904 save percentage, 3 goals against average. But give me another shutout. Give me his 3rd shutout of the season.
It's this.
What did I say? 3-0?
Yeah.
Make it 3-0.
You said 3-0, but now you want me to make it.
I want you to make it 3-0. Right?
Okay. Just make sure we're on the same page there. So 6 selections, Tony. So I mean, I expect there to be some type of differential over this weekend. But we'll have to see, right?
I would be willing to bet that we come out even after this weekend.
Honestly.
Yeah, probably. But should be a fun weekend of hockey.
Hell yeah,
honestly.
dude. I'm pumped.
What else you got for me?
Dude, I actually today I tried this delicious American Mule Light for the first time today, courtesy of American Mule. It's gonna be their new summer drink. We're hitting the summer. What is it, Michael? What's their shtick for the summer?
It's gonna be a hot mule summer.
Hot Mule Summer.
I'll get Barnes a can to do a live reaction.
Absolutely, dude.
Oh yeah.
This is like I said, this is a brand new product.
Absolutely.
Not even in stores yet. We
Really?
have the exclusive first look coming at you from the Sports Port. This is the Blackberry Mule. Of course, you guys know American Mule to be, pre-mixed mules in cans with different types of flavors, different types of alcohol in the normal ones, right? There's the Moscow with your vodka, Southern with the bourbon. There's your Mexican one with tequila, stuff like that. These light ones are all regular Moscow mules with the vodka, and they just come in different flavors.
Wait, is there vodka in there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, tell me.
99 calories, 2 grams of sugar, Barnes. This is going to be the summer drink. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the blackberry one. This is delicious. It doesn't taste like chemically like other, flavored drinks that are out there. Yeah, this is definitely natural stuff, light flavoring. American Mule Light, right? So it's going to be perfect for the summer. Dude, you're on the beach. You're going for a run in the morning because you're trying to get that summer bob, but then you still want to drink because it's the summer. It's the nice sun and the clouds and the
And this.
Open up a can of American Mule, dude. Like I said, blackberry delicious. We had watermelon as well earlier today. Oh no, Michael. We had watermelon earlier. I don't even like watermelon flavored shit, but it is so just light. A hint of watermelon. It's delicious, dude.
You never had a watermelon high noon?
No, I haven't. I don't like it. It's too much watermelon. It tastes like.
But you like watermelon, like
I like the
actual
fruit watermelon. Yes. So yeah, dude, it's delicious. I love it. I'm gonna be drinking a lot of these over the course of the warm
So
weather.
we
Spring's
have
coming, summer, dude. What do you
The
got?
old
Mango.
mule. Mango
Mango.
mule.
Mango.
I'm very good with the tongue twisters, as we've
Yeah,
seen
dude.
over the course of the sports
Burglary.
sport. Vodka with ginger mango and natural flavor. So kind of an interesting spin. See what we got.
Wow, dude. That was quite the slug.
As we used to say, we haven't said in a while, that's a Friday sip. So honestly, tasting it, definitely like it. Kind of a situation where almost more gingery at the start, and then the aftertaste is more of a mango. But I have to say, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
So pretty good drink.
I know it's delicious, dude.
Everybody out there, definitely look out for those on the shelves. I'd imagine next
Next
couple
week.
months.
Next
Or next
week.
week. Next
Yeah,
week.
Yeah.
Even sooner than that.
They're making moves quick.
We are making moves quick.
We are making moves quick.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro. And then just kind of some housekeeping here. Shout out actually to one of Michael's former favorite coaches here, Mike Woodson, University of Indiana, taking over for Archie Miller, the former Knick coach, of course, with the big upset of the University of Illinois today, 65-63. So Indiana moves on to the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament. So that's a good story there. And I always thought that Woodson, I don't know if you would agree with this, Mike, but I almost think since Van Gundy, he might be like the best or the second best coach they had.
Yeah, the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like you think about the other frauds that they had in there.
Fraudulence.
Frauds, dude.
Jeff Hornacek, anybody?
Huh? What?
I know. I couldn't believe that.
Derek Fisher.
Anybody?
Who was the dude who colored his beard, his goatee way too much?
Colored his. Oh, that was
Bald?
Mike Woodson.
Mike Woodson. Yeah. He was
He's
all right,
good
dude.
though.
I liked him. a
Great
little bit, dude.
coach.
He was like interim coach at first, right? And they took him
Yeah.
on
Yep.
full-time.
Interim coach Burr.
Tyson Chandler,
Tyson Chandler.
Stoudemire,
Stoudemire.
Mari Shumpert.
Amari Shumpert. He said it's Amon.
Whatever, dude.
Michael, I didn't get to ask you. I was mentioning before, and we talked about it last night. Me tonight, Big East tournament. Tony, actually, for once, no nepotism here. He's thinking we're getting
Nepotism.
UConn, Providence, Big East final. Do you agree, Michael? Are they both getting the job done tonight?
They are not only getting the job done, but then UConn's finishing the job.
Finishing the job tomorrow,
Yes.
as well as April 4th or
Exactly,
whatever it is.
winning March Madness.
That will be insane. And then I think, honestly, that'll finally silence Tony with his criticism of Connecticut sports.
Yep.
UConn, it would be their 5th title since 1999, Tony. And how many does St. John's have since then?
30.
0. And you missed this one too, Michael. It was just so funny. Remember we were shitting on St. John's yesterday?
Yeah.
So they were playing Villanova. They were
Yeah.
up 17 with 10 minutes to go, and they lost by 1.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
I love that because
Yeah.
we shat on them yesterday. And Connecticut, dude, you can't hate on UConn, dude.
Yeah,
It's number one.
Big start yesterday. They ended up winning by 11. So I'm excited to see Sanogo in person. I honestly think
He's excited to see you.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I have this feeling he's a future Knick. I don't know what it is. I think the intensity. I feel like he's like a harder working Julius Randle. Honestly, that's what I see out of Sanogo. So just circle that name on your scouting
Who am I?
reports.
Who am I,
That
Barnes?
dude.
Who am I, Barnes? Yeah. Sure.
Yo, why not?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god. But
Anything else,
Yeah,
Tony? Give me something.
Yeah, Tony.
Pizza this weekend, dude.
Oh yeah.
You're getting Colony Saturday tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Colony. Tonight, possibly other pizzeria.
Yes, different
Wow.
pizzeria, and we
Oh.
had a slice of.
Oh, Southport Pizza last night. Oh, yes, many. I know, dude.
With free garlic
With
nuts.
free garlic nuts. They always hook it up there. Michael, former employee. you know.
Tony's seen the tapes.
I've seen the tapes, dude. I've seen him shake hands with the owners.
I've been there with you.
You've been there with us as well. That's right. Just a beautiful little spot, dude.
Oh yeah.
Tony's like in love with Southport Pizza. I'm telling you, like Southport Pizza is Tony's Connecticut saving grace of
Yeah.
food.
So far.
Yeah. Hey,
Hey,
whatever it takes.
Hey.
Mr. Curry's got to be up there, no? Oh, but the chicken.
Uh,
Cry me a river, Tony. Cry me a river. Sakura is the GOAT. I don't care about the damn chicken. Okay?
I think you make a bigger deal of the chicken than I do, honestly.
No, I make a big deal, Michael.
Oh,
No way, no way.
I only hear
No
love
way.
from Sakura in Barnes.
Yeah, that was honestly disrespectful, Tony. Disrespectful.
I've never really said anything bad about Sakura.
No,
Besides the chicken. Well, it's just like 0 for 2 with the chicken. Like, what are you doing, dude?
Why do you get the
Why
chicken?
are you getting chicken at Hibachi? You get steak, you get seafood. You don't get chicken.
I get what I want.
And what do
You know
we
what
all
Tony?
want?
You know what Tony would say? Well, don't have it on the menu.
Don't have it on the menu.
You know,
Here we
serve
go.
cat for your chicken, dude.
No, but now that we know we're having a full season, Tony. One question here on the way out. We don't need to pick it now, but what are our thoughts, just roughly? Like, when are we going to a game? I mean, I feel like we want to let it warm up a little bit. Are we thinking like early to mid May?
No, let's go. Let's go first warm spring day or summer, whatever.
Yeah.
Because we went in the cold.
like in June, dude. Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
say June.
Hopefully the Mets aren't out of it by then.
fine.
Michael wants
June.
to go first spring day.
I know.
You over here, you're the baseball lifer, and you're like, yeah, let's go in June.
I know. I want to go
You
day
realize that's
one.
3 months away.
Yeah. Well, I mean, first game's April 7th, right? I mean, give them a couple months, dude. What, you want to go in May? Want to go April 7th?
Not April 7th, no. But
Let's
I'm
go
saying I want to
May.
go in May.
All right, let's go in May
It's
then.
warm enough in May.
Is it?
Oh my!
New
Maybe
York
not-
doesn't have that much of different weather than Connecticut, Tony. It's been warm in May.
All right, let's go in May, dude.
That was honestly the most ridiculous question I've ever heard, other than I was listening to Shine On Sports last year. A caller, I swear to God, said, Adam, are you familiar with Maine? And it's literally, he's played it ever since the guy said it every single day. It's like his promo for his show. Maine? Yes, I'm familiar with Maine. Like, how do you ask that question? It's the same thing with like, is there warm days in May? I mean, come on.
I
I'm
didn't ask
not
that.
I'm not making this up, Tony. That's an insane question.
Okay.
Michael, no?
Tony, you know what I'm gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna be Tony. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No, I agree. I mean, that's a ridiculous question.
Absolutely insane. And then to say you want to go to a baseball game in June, you're so excited
Yeah.
that baseball's back, but you want to go in June.
I'm
Yeah.
very busy, okay? We got Rangers games in April, okay?
We have a
Like,
wedding.
Games?
We have a
There's
wedding.
one
we have
game.
multiple weddings, dude. It's hard to come back from weddings.
But the thing with a game
Is you relax there?
is you could go on a Wednesday and get back at 11.
That's the thing about games, Tony.
You could go to the city,
Yeah.
Listen,
you
play.
sleep before midnight.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, why do you think they put the pitch clock in?
Oh.
The pace is gonna go up. I'm just saying. Better pace next year. This year.
This year. What is like the penalty?
You got a fastball
Ball?
to the
A ball?
fastball to
Is it
the
a ball?
nuts.
Automatic walk?
Yeah, no, the
Fastball to the
No,
nuts.
Not a fastball, a bat, a full
Bad.
swing.
Yep.
Right up there.
That'll keep him in the box.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Barnes wants that. And if he was running the league, that'd be a rule.
yeah, I mean, just step up. You know.
Yeah.
Can't believe you're not. I'm disappointed, Tony. I don't want to hear about
Oh.
weddings and you're saying Rangers games. There's one Ranger game, and you
Listen,
wanna-
postseason hockey, I'm going to go to some Rangers games, dude.
Yeah, so am I. But I'm
Okay.
just saying, it's just like I don't know, to just start in June, not to say, oh, let's try to squeeze one in end of April, early May. If we have to, we can send it to June. But to start in June, I don't know. I don't think you're that excited.
confused.
I don't think you're that excited.
You're not a
I'm
real.
thinking we'll have to postpone it till June.
What is this, Rob Manfred? We're canceling games now?
I'm not. Oh my god! All right, fine. Let's go. What do you want? Let's set the date right now. May what?
Michael? Mid-May. I think mid-May is
Mid-May.
great.
I was gonna honestly say May 15th. Is there a
15th.
game around then?
15th.
Like somewhere around then, if there's a
Yeah.
schedule.
Oh, but then also, are we gonna have to do like a pick segment to see if we go to
Yeah.
the Yankees or the Mets?
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
May 15th, New York. Yankees are in Chicago. Seattle visits the Mets.
Or is there a
All right, what's
Yankee home series close to that though?
Yeah, because I like the whole you
I
guys
don't think
make
so
bets.
because the next day they go to Baltimore. Looks
All
like.
right, how about this? I got it. This is what we're doing.
All right, here we go. The laws
doing
being
picks.
this is the universe, the world of Barnes right now.
Picks from April 7th through May 1st, and then on May 1st,
You decide what
the
series you're-
winner
what-
picks what game we go to
Yeah.
in May.
Okay. This is for picks.
Yeah, this
Okay,
is nuts, honestly, because we didn't really pick, we only picked Yankees Mets, and obviously we picked the Yankees and the Mets and win every night. So
Right.
to actually add 2 or 3 games,
Yeah,
additionally,
I like it, dude.
a lot of games every night.
Yeah.
So looking forward to it. Be nice to go to a game in May, not June. But yeah.
I mean, Tony, give me something.
Tony. But listen, honestly, what a show. I mean, as we cross the hour mark here, I mean, I think there's not more we could cover, honestly. Really
Not really. We covered it all, dude. Sports, food.
And all you watching out there, expect a couple live updates from the Big East tournament.
Oh, yeah. Barnes Takeover on Instagram.
Obviously, it'll be easier with Providence and UConn in the lead rather than trailing. But as we saw with me coming live from Los Angeles, Crypto.com, Lakers were down 5.
Right.
Did lay out a plan to get that W, and they did. So you never know what'll happen.
We're drinking tonight, dude?
Drinking? Yeah, a couple glasses. Wine?
Doing the wine again, dude.
Yeah, they probably have $30 glasses of wine.
Yeah, lovely, dude. Just by the bottle.
But yeah, what a show. What a week, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What a time last night.
Yeah, what a time last night. And by the way, anybody that wants a good meal this weekend, you might want to check out Monet Kitchen, Norwalk, Connecticut Ave. Great Peruvian food.
Spot, dude. Oh.
Short rib. Highly recommend it.
Oh, with the rice and everything.
And the red wine. Not to mention that.
Margaritas.
But thanks everybody for your support this week. As always, keep tuning in, keep commenting, liking, subscribing. Enjoy all of our videos on our YouTube page, merch, downtime.tv.com, and we will see you Monday. Nothing, Tony?
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.
You get a good